Guys, this training camp is going to be sensational, and I'm telling you right now, this is the best we're going to see Caitlin Clark thus far, man. The young lady is out here balling, no-look passes, lights out from three. Fever Admin is hard at work on X producing these clips of Caitlin Clark, and we have another viral moment, man. Caitlin Clark is in the kitchen cooking.
Did you see what Caitlin Clark just did to Lexie Hull in training camp? Day 2, and she's already making veterans look like rookies with her insane court vision and laser passes. Everyone's talking about that no-look assist that left Hull frozen in place. Clark is proving why she was the #1 pick, and this training camp footage is just a taste of what's coming this WNBA season. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You know what's wild? That no-look pass Caitlin hit wasn't just a highlight. It was the exact moment her legend started growing in the WNBA. We've all seen those training camp videos that teams post, but this one was different. This was the moment everyone watching knew something special was happening in Indiana. Let's break down exactly what happened in that viral clip. Clark was coming down the court on a fast break, eyes locked forward like she's just focused on getting to the basket. Lexie Hull, a third-year guard with solid defensive credentials, was backpedaling, thinking she had Clark's next move figured out. That's when Clark did something that made everyone's jaw drop. Veterans usually school rookies in training camp. That's just how it works. It's like an unwritten rule of basketball. Newcomers are supposed to take their lumps while they adjust to the pro game. But Clark flipped the script completely. Instead of playing it safe or getting intimidated by the moment, she went full magician mode. The pass itself was ridiculous. Clark somehow threaded the ball between two defenders with perfect timing while looking in the opposite direction. The ball curved around Hull's outstretched hand by maybe half an inch before landing perfectly in her teammates' hands for an easy bucket. The reaction in the gym was instant. Players on both sides couldn't help but react. Even the coaches exchanged glances like, "Did you just see that?" Social media absolutely exploded after this clip dropped. The Fever's post got more engagement than some entire WNBA playoff games last year. We're talking hundreds of thousands of views in the first hour alone. NBA players were reposting it, sports analysts were breaking it down frame by frame, and fans were going crazy in the comments. This wasn't just a basketball highlight, it was a cultural moment. What makes this different from college highlights is she's doing this against pros who've been in the league for years. These aren't college kids who might never touch a professional court. Hull and the others defending her have survived in the world's toughest women's basketball league. They've seen every trick, every move, every pass angle possible, or at least they thought they had until Clark showed up. Clark's court vision isn't just good, it's generational. Basketball experts are comparing her spatial awareness to legends like Bird and Taurasi. It's that sixth sense that can't be taught. Knowing exactly where all 9 other players are on the court at all times without even looking. You can practice passing drills forever, but that innate ability to see passing lanes that don't even exist yet, that's pure basketball genius. The crazy thing is this wasn't just one lucky play. She was consistently making veteran defenders look confused throughout scrimmages. According to players who were there, Clark had at least 5 other passes that day that would have gone viral if they'd been captured on camera. Teammates were reportedly missing some of her assists simply because they weren't expecting the ball to arrive from impossible angles or with that kind of velocity. One assistant coach mentioned that they had to actually adjust practice because Clark was seeing things 2 steps ahead of everyone else. They're already designing new offensive sets to take advantage of passing angles that they never even considered before she arrived. That's the impact of a true game changer. They don't just excel within the system, They force the system to evolve around them. This viral moment is exactly what the hero's journey calls crossing the threshold, where Clark proves she belongs at this level despite doubters. Remember all those hot takes about how her game wouldn't translate to the pros, about how she'd struggle against the physicality and speed of the WNBA? That no-look dime silenced a lot of those critics instantly. It was visual proof that her basketball IQ and skill weren't just college phenomena. They might actually be amplified at the professional level. Clark's impact isn't just about highlight reels anymore. The Indiana Fever are literally changing the geography of the WNBA because of her arrival. Teams aren't just preparing game plans for her. They're securing bigger venues just to accommodate the tsunami of fans wanting to see the rookie phenom in person. That's not normal. That's not even extraordinary. That's completely unprecedented in the history of the league. Let's be real. The Fever were in basketball purgatory before Clark arrived. Years without playoff appearances, dwindling attendance, and a franchise identity that was fading faster than old championship banners. Indiana had become an afterthought in WNBA conversations, the kind of team opposing players marked as an easy win on their calendars. But now, the script has completely flipped. The Fever's biggest challenge isn't finding ways to win anymore. It's managing expectations that are through the roof. How do you handle that kind of pressure when your rookie hasn't even played her first official game? The front office is walking a tightrope between embracing the hype and protecting their young star from impossible standards. One misstep and they could stumble into a disappointment narrative that would be nearly impossible to shake. You want to know how serious the Fever are about making a statement? Look at their starting lineup announcement. Putting Clark alongside veterans Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Dana Barner isn't just about basketball strategy. It's a power move. They're literally putting these five on the cover, front and center, telling the league, this is our core, and you better be ready. The fact they've done this twice shows it's not just promotional hype, it's their identity now. The most mind-blowing part of this whole situation? WNBA teams are abandoning their home courts when the Fever come to town. Think about that for a second. The Atlanta Dream are moving to State Farm Arena with its 14,000 seats. Chicago? They're heading to the United Center that holds 20,000 fans. Dallas is switching to American Airlines Arena, another 20,000-seater. Even the Las Vegas Aces, the defending champions, are relocating to T-Mobile Arena with its 18,000 capacity, and Connecticut is moving their game to the Garden with room for 19,000. In what universe does a rookie force 5 different franchises to find bigger venues? These aren't just venue changes, they're a financial earthquake. Ticket sales are exploding, merchandise is flying off shelves, and marketing departments across the league are working overtime. Clark jerseys aren't just selling, they're setting records that blow past previous #1 draft picks. The pressure this creates is unlike anything we've seen in the WNBA. Imagine being a rookie knowing that entire arena relocations are happening because of you. That's not just pressure. That's expectation on a completely different level. Have you noticed something else weird happening? Those mysterious scheduling conflicts that keep popping up whenever the Fever are scheduled to visit? As one source put it, ain't that crazy how the scheduling conflict is always affected when a Fever is on their way to come to town? It's not subtle. Teams are scrambling to capitalize on Clark's drawing power, creating logistical gymnastics just to accommodate the demand. The Fever's social media strategy deserves its own case study. While some organizations might try to temper expectations for a rookie, Indiana is doing the exact opposite. Every Clark highlight gets amplified. Every practice moment gets scrutinized, every interaction becomes content. They're not just riding the wave, they're creating bigger waves. And honestly, it's working brilliantly. The engagement numbers are astronomical, creating a feedback loop of hype that keeps building with each passing day. What we're watching isn't just a talented rookie joining a struggling team. This is a complete franchise metamorphosis happening in real time. Clark isn't being integrated into the Fever. The Fever are being rebuilt around her. She's not just the new face of the franchise, she's becoming the new face of an entire league. Indiana has transformed from an afterthought into the hottest ticket in women's sports. And we're only at the beginning of this story. What we're witnessing with Caitlin Clark is more than just a rookie showing promise. It's the beginning of something that could transform women's basketball entirely. The energy she's bringing to the Fever is electric, turning them from afterthoughts into must-watch basketball overnight. Will she actually live up to this insane hype? That's the million-dollar question hanging over this season. Only time will tell if her game translates to consistent pro success. But one thing's crystal clear. Women's basketball hasn't felt this exciting in years. Drop your predictions below. What stats do you think Clark puts up this season? Can the Fever actually make a playoff run? Let me know.